So what the hell is monkey mind? I mean, obviously you guys are showing up, so somebody's understands what's going on or feeling it or experience it. So the way that I would think about monkey mind is almost as if when your mind gets attached to a thought, and before you know it, you're in friggin' full-on anxiety or fear or worry, or, you know, where your thought started, you're all the way out in left field. Share about like what monkey mind is, why it's happening now for so many of us, and what you can do to manage it. Thank you. So, monkey mind. Mind is out of control. Suddenly, before you know it, you're in full blown out anxiety or fears, or perhaps something like little has happened, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're trying to figure out this big solution to a big catastrophe that doesn't even freaking exist. So, what's going on? Well, the last couple of weeks, this is what I've been noticing. So the reason I popped on is because, one, I've been affected by it, and I've been a witness to what's been going on. And so what happens, these fears come up. The theme that I'm seeing in what's going on is some self-doubt, some insecurities, some things about money, worries about money. I made some notes here. Questioning, am I on the right path? Am I in the right person, with the right person? Have I made the right decisions? Have I made the right choices? And it's like, it can start off as small as like maybe, you know, not picking up the thing that you needed at the grocery store, and you come home and you forgot it, and then suddenly your mind is like balloon out of proportion. Okay, so the reason why this is happening with so many people is that in the last couple of weeks, we've had some massive energy shifts happen. And it's almost as though that a lid has been taken off. And so if you can understand, I mean, some of this might be esoteric or like, what the hell is she talking about, energy shifts, but if you can think about the way that we are energetic beings, so our bodies work somehow or another, we're not plugged into the wall, but there's some kind of energy that is moving through us, that is making our heart beat, making the blood flow through us, making us be able to breathe, right? So what's happening on a grander scale is there's some energetic shifts happening right now, and we're getting these tune-ups and upgrades, and things that are going on around us are affecting our physical body. But what's happened is that on a grander level, energy shift has occurred, and it's almost as if it has taken a lid off of some of these lower vibrational energies and thoughts. So it's almost like a can of fear worms has been let loose, and we don't have to let it affect our mind or our thoughts or our decisions. We just have to be super clear that we are not our thoughts. And what is starting to, it's almost, if you can think about it, it's like a parasite to the mind. These thoughts that are coming in are like this parasite taking over our brain. And we have absolute control over it. We just have to be super aware, and that's why I'm here sharing it with you. So now, the point is to like really just be super clear, because what happens is, and I don't want to forget and dismiss the fact that on a grander level, there are some world events that are going on that are affecting us, that are could be triggering some fear. And what's happened is that our, maybe not so consciously, but our fight, flight, survival brain is kicking on, and it's almost like it's constantly running in the background without us, you know, totally being aware of it. So when this can of fear worms was let loose, per se, it triggered something within our own minds that got activated. Okay, so now that it's activated, what do you do? So, you know, hopefully you're aware of it, and realize that you are not your thoughts. And so, and know that, and it's almost like this monkey mind thing is almost like you can't even control it, but you can. So when you get to the point where you realize, holy shit, I've been in this whirlwind of like fear, what do I need to do? Breathe. Because what's going to happen is like because when we get afraid, we stop breathing. on some level. We're not consciously breathing as deeply as we can, getting that oxygen up to our brains. And so breathe. And that will do is bring our fight, flight, survival mechanism to a space of calm, and we'll start to realize that we're not going to be homeless. We're not going to be, single and alone for the rest of our lives. We're not going to go hungry. We haven't made the wrong decisions and our entire life is fucked up. So once our brain is calm, you're doing the breathing, bring yourself to the present moment. Just realize, okay, wait a minute. All is good. I got a roof over my head, and I've got food in my refrigerator, and I do have people that love me. And then allow these thoughts to pass through like clouds. And so rather than allowing them to kind of enter and start to like write this script or tell the story in your mind, just breathe and just allow them to pass through. Okay? And so, again, to the present moment. Now, the thing is that we're only having this monkey mind thing happen is because there is some kind of resonance within ourselves that is similar to what has been released, these fear worms or, these lower vibrational energies. And so that's where it comes to. So the way that I see it, the metaphor that came through before I popped on here was like, what we're going through now is like part of a cleanup process. And it's like that, you ever see those vacuum cleaners that have that clear canister and all that dirt is like swirling through? That's how, if you can think of it as like everything that's kind of going on now that's like fucking with your head and giving you these monkey mind thoughts and kind of like hijacking you, is an opportunity for you to do your own cleanup and let go of any of these fears and worries and insecurities and self-doubts and insecurities that you may have buried within you. It's time to let it go. It's time to let go of the stories that, you're not enough or lack exists or, you're on the wrong path. It's like, let it all go. And, so how do you do this? You let it go, you breathe, you just see that I'm not my thoughts. You bring your system to a space of where it's calm. What else do I want to share with you? So practicality. Okay, so on practical level, don't watch the news excessively. Pay attention to the conversations that you're getting into and the energy that you're giving, okay? Because it's like, you have to understand that the conversation that you're having, anything that's fear-based is going to build on more of the fear-based and build more and build more and build more. And that kind of monkey mind fear worms is just going to keep growing and growing and growing. So unplug when you can from anything that doesn't feel good. Uber, self-care, baths, drinking water, getting yourself out into nature. This is like, it's like happening on such a grand level with everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people right now because of the energy shifts that have happened in the last couple of weeks. And again, it's an opportunity for us to clear up the stuff that's going on within us, because it's an opportunity for us to see what we've been carrying that's not really beneficial to us anymore and let it go. And then what we'll start to realize is that stuff that happens is not going to put us in the monkey mind mentality anymore, because it doesn't have anything to match to going on within us. And it may feel like it's bigger and not even in your control, and we certainly are much more controllable when we're in a state of fear, so let your fears go. Truly get yourself into present moment, self-care, unplug, ground, and know that it's a cleanup process, and you are totally in control of allowing that cleanup process to move through. So when the thoughts come through, breathe, imagine they're clouds, just setting the intention that you're letting go of any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of confidence, and yeah, and that's it. Even though there's some big stuff going on in the world right now, I mean, take a look at like where your mind goes with it. It's like, okay, it's I call it like meaning making, or embellishing on the story. It's like if we could just stick to the facts of what's going on and prevent ourselves from going to the catastrophe of, because that's what our brain does. Our brain was designed to solve problems. And so what it does is it sees this thing in front of us that's like doesn't feel good, or it could be scary, or we can't resolve, or it's out of our control. So then our brain goes to what's the worst possible case scenarios. And then all of a sudden we're in this energy of like worst possible case scenarios. So if we could just stick to the facts in the present moment, your mind won't get so caught up in everything. And just know that like you are the gatekeeper of what goes in through your mind, and it's going to impact your system. So I hope that's helpful. I want, you're not alone. It's a cleanup process. As much as it can be like scary or uncomfortable, it's a good opportunity to let our shit go. Monkey mind, because it's like all of a sudden like something else is like in my head telling friggin' crazy stories. And all of a sudden I'm worried about living under a bridge on a friggin' cardboard box, and it's like, what is that? Or I made the wrong decisions, or am I on the right path, or am I doing the wrong thing? And it's like, holy, these are not my thoughts. And the thing too is because we are all connected, we can easily be tapping into the fears of others. So know that we're tapping in because there's something within us, and we get the opportunity to let it go. I get it. Total monkey mind. You're not alone. You're not alone. Hopefully what I shared today can support you in releasing this. So thanks for coming on, guys. Until next time.